Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Guerilla, BLACK. Compton up in the building. You already know, man. I'm doing my thing, man, with Mecca Audio. You already know. Let's go.
All right.
You know what it is, Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm here with Guerilla Black. You know what I mean? I'm here with my man Bootsie, you know, he all the way from Compton, California. You know what I mean? And another one that I love to death, Escapone.
Escapone. Big homie.
We talking about the homies from back, you know, California that was without a
Long Park.
You know what I mean?
Victorville, man. Shout out to the real ones, homie out there. You already know. When the homie told me right now that he had been up on the yard, I was like, you was at Long Park? He was like, yeah, I'm in Long Park. Nigga, I did all my time there in Long Park. Oh, nigga, I was up in Victorville. I was like, whoo, you was in Victorville. Now, that's a motherfucker.
Yeah, because that's where I got parole from. That's where they had the Serenos, the SUR-13s.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The GDs, everything there. And the SUR, the 13s, they don't even mess with blacks. Exactly. Serenos don't even mess with blacks.
They don't get down with blacks at all.
Everybody knows stay in your lane. You know what I mean? You ain't eating from no, with no Spanish. You ain't sitting next to them.
Now, the shit he telling you is some real shit. You can't eat. Can't nobody from another race fix you a goddamn thing to eat. Nigga, that's a disciplinary action right off of the breakaway. What he telling you is some of the realest shit. A motherfucker bring you something to eat, nigga, you done cross sides, nigga. Period, point blank up in there, it's gonna be one way and one way alone. When you gonna get one warning, nigga, that's the last warning. And that's
tell them what the disciplinary action is so
nigga,
they know.
Oh man, you know, that shit, if they got mercy, nigga take you to the bathroom, you get down with the homies or whatever. Nigga, you get down with about 5, 6 homies or whatever, not, but other than that, now if it's severe, you know, nigga put that knife up in you for that. You know, if it's severe, nigga gonna put that blade up in you. So that's just how it is. And when he told me he was up in Victorville, oh nigga, you was at Long Park. Oh, nigga, I already know how you was rolling, nigga.
Atwater back in the day, you know.
Yeah, Atwater days, but you know Victorville.
Yeah, oh, you already know. That's where the bodies was dropping.
Nigga, the bodies was dropping regular. The homies, nigga, shout out to all the real homies. You know what I'm saying? They already know who they is, man. I love y'all, my niggas. Hold y'all head. My nigga, definitely niggas is coming home. My nigga, everybody up in Long Park. I love you niggas to death, my nigga. A lot of you niggas is coming home, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? The nigga done rolled that shit out. You already know what it is, nigga. Buff iron for the big homie, man. You know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm put something on the barbell, nigga, out here, but you know, niggas got me strong up in there, and you know that's just what it was.
You already know. We got big Kaz,
big Kaz.
Tell them about the big homies.
Hey, the big homies. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know. Niggas know who they is, and they know definitely Big C-Dog, Big Kaz. Y'all already know, homie. Y'all already know. So definitely, my nigga, shout out to the real ones, my nigga. Nigga love you. We really love y'all niggas, my nigga. I know y'all been doing y'all thing, my nigga, holding that motherfucker down. 5-star veterano. So it is what it is, homie. You know? I'm out here in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my mans and shit, Unique. I'm out here with my man, Big Bootsie. You know, I done took this shit all the way from the West, man, and brought this shit all the way out to Harlem, man, with my real ones out here, man. And you know, wherever I go, I'm still finding real niggas all the way around the board, my nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? When I ran into the homie last night, he was like, nigga, I was up at Victorville, nigga. I was at Long Park. I was like, nigga, you know C-Dog, nigga, you know. So, definitely shout out to all the real ones out there. Definitely, man, I ran into a real one out here, man.
Tell them how the TVs is out there.
Oh, yeah, you know.
TVs. What happens if you go look at another race TV, you go sit down in front of another race TV?
Well, the first thing is, homie, you ain't finna watch no TV if your paperwork ain't straight.
Oh, tell me about the paperwork.
Nigga, that paperwork, nigga, you gotta have that work, nigga. You got 30 days to bring that work, nigga. You got 30 days, not 31, not 32, nigga, not 20. You got 30 days, nigga, to bring that paperwork. And nigga, you ain't got that paperwork, and nigga don't wanna see all that old made up ass shit, nigga. Nigga really want that docket sheet, nigga. So all y'all niggas who watching this, you already know, nigga, what the fuck a docket sheet is, nigga. All that other shit can be made up, but that docket sheet gonna say, nigga, what court, when you went, whatever, nigga, and it better not be shit on that motherfucking seal, nigga. Better not be nothing on that bitch seal, nigga. On everything I love, better not be nothing on that motherfucking seal. None of that, nigga, again. And if you hot and you fucked up, you know how it is. Do not accept nothing from the homies. Nigga, if that is what it is, nigga, you best take that walk of shame, get your ass up off the yard, nigga. Take the walk of shame, homie. Put your head down, nigga, and telling people, I'm in fear for my life. Get the fuck up off the yard, homie. You ain't finna walk of shame. Walk of shame. Take the walk of shame, nigga. You disgraced everybody. You unhonorable, nigga. You took out the cow. You took the coward's way out.
That's what I'm saying. I come home and the whole thing is different. They got reasons for why they took
Ain't no motherfucking reason for telling, nigga.
But that's what I'm saying. But this is what I walked into after 26 years.
But see, homie, you already know the cloth that niggas is cut from. That's a very dishonorable way to do anything, homie. Nigga, at the end of the day, you gonna come home, but at least you can come home and stand tall. Nigga, fuck that broad, fuck that money, nigga. You can't do two bids. You can't bid on the bitch and do the bid in there, nigga.
You know what I mean?
Period, point blank, nigga. All that money, nigga, don't matter. Nigga, you in that bitch like the next man with 360 on your motherfucking limit and 15-minute phone call, nigga. All the millions and all that shit, nigga, you popping, nigga.
You only can spend the $290 a month.
Exactly,
Everybody spend the same thing. We all wearing the brown outfits, the beige outfits.
Exactly, nigga. Don't matter if you bought some exclusive shoes, nigga. You in a pair of khakis just like me, man.
Just like everybody else. And that's what they don't even understand.
All the money in the world, they can't change it up, nigga. Who you is who you gonna be, and what the streets know you at. And when you go back to the streets, nigga, as long as you can hold your head up. But a nigga go out that way, that's the most, dishonorable, coward-ass shit you could ever do, because it was consequences and repercussions to any action as a man take. How you gonna do anything, nigga, is how you gonna do everything. So the moment that you made a choice to get your ass in that bed, nigga, understand that there's consequences that come with that, and it could be life or death or the prison, my nigga. Period, point blank. That's what it is.
And that's what I be saying, as far as when you go doing a caper with somebody and you know you breaking the law, you already know that there's a possibility of you getting caught. So you don't have to say, if I get caught, I ain't gonna tell. That's the one that's gonna tell, that's gonna say that off the rip.
Yeah, nigga, you already know what the code is if you was raised by the code. A lot of niggas flew up to this shit. They ain't grew up to this shit.
You know what I mean?
These niggas flew up to this shit. And, oh, nigga, he didn't tell on me. What the fuck you mean he didn't tell on you, nigga?
You know?
I don't condone no shit like that. Nigga, them niggas, oh, he didn't tell on me, he didn't tell on them. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if he told, nigga.
Yeah.
Telling is telling, nigga.
And you hanging with him,
Nigga,
so if he do something, you
telling,
going down with him.
Oh, nigga, yeah. Nigga, I don't tell on 3 and get free shit, nigga. I don't fuck with that, nigga.
You know?
Fuck that, nigga. You choose who you telling. Oh, he didn't tell on us.
Yeah.
He didn't tell on me, nigga. So, fuck you mean, nigga? You need a bullet in your face just for saying some shit like that,
You already
nigga.
know. That's what I'm saying. We from a whole different generation. But tell them what it's like out there in Compton, though. Give us a little scene of how y'all hustled back in the days.
You know, back in the Gap, man, it was nothing but real stomped down killers and wolves out there, homie, and we was puppies, homie. And so it was a whole different breeding category of different dudes that was out there at that time. And them dudes that raised us up, homie, they came from a different cloth that was raised by older cats. And they had a code of ethics, and there was a standard to anything and how you did it. And back then, you can catch a real fade and get down with them. You get your ass whooped, get knocked out. You know, that's just what it was, homie. A nigga pop you. Then the gunplay came into proportion. But the old school cats, the G's that raised everybody, homie, they came from squabbles. When you look at Big Two and, you know what I'm saying, Raymond Washington, them niggas had hands.
You already
them niggas
know.
used to walk
That's what
around
it started with.
That's what it started. They used to walk up and down throughout Los Angeles taking fades with
Yeah.
niggas. They used to walk around, nigga, on swole, 24-inch arm. Hey, homie, let's catch that one real quick and knock your nigga, sleep your ass and beat your ass. They didn't kill you. These young niggas, you put one on their chin, them niggas pull out, they got the pole in their hand and the stick.
Yeah.
They can't take one on the chin.
You know?
That's what I told the young nigga when he came to the penitentiary, my nigga. Everybody check their gun in at the door, nigga.
At the door.
So you can catch a fair one in the back, my nigga. Tie up your boots, my nigga. Let's see what you made.
You know what I mean?
All that woofing and this and all that. My nigga, niggas finna test that. They finna see if it's armor underneath that. They gonna see if that shit soft as Charmin or it's armor. Which one is it? Which one is it gonna be? So that's just how we was raised, and that's just the category of niggas that raised us, man. And nigga, you gonna win something, you gonna lose something. Nigga, I done got my tooth knocked out, and got my jaw damn near broke. But nigga, at the end, nigga, I'd rather nigga, you know, die one time than be a coward and die 1,000 deaths.
You already know.
Nigga, so if a nigga beat your ass, that's just part of the game. You gonna get your ass beat. But at the end, nigga, you gonna respect me, and then, nigga, if I feel some way, my nigga, we can run that back, nigga. We can run it back, nigga. We can see if I can catch me, see if my right hand can connect this time.
You know what I mean?
See if I get lucky this time.
Yeah, I don't think you had it in you. You got a lucky one.
You got a lucky
You
one.
want another shot.
Yeah, so back then, you know, a lot of, you know, them dudes who raised us, a lot of them dudes that you speaking on, that generation's still around, but now you got all of these younger dudes that's out there. And there's some dudes that was raised by real ones that still have a certain code of ethics and they still abide by that. But then you have this new snitching shit, this new, you know, he didn't tell on me. Fuck you mean he didn't tell on you, nigga?
Everybody got an excuse.
How the fuck? None of that. The nigga excuses are for the incompetent and they build monuments of absolutely motherfucking nothing.
Talk to him.
Nigga, what's real is what's real. Nigga, what's fake is what's fake. And real ain't a motherfucking word. It's all in the nigga's actions.
There you go. And that's why I tell them don't even get involved in the game, because you got to make these real life consequential choices to find out what's going on.
Exactly.
So don't go getting in it and talk about you didn't know.
You didn't know.
Yeah, it ain't no pass for not knowing. You already know you wouldn't want nobody to tell on you.
Oh, nobody didn't give me the FYI and tap me on the shoulder. Hey,
so you remember when
you
I
know,
told you
don't tell on us, but you can tell on me.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You know?
Fuck ass shit
remember
is that?
Black when I told you I was locked up facing 60.
Right.
Nigga was coming to bail me out.
Right.
This is the one that was coming to bail me out for $1 million cash.
You know?
Right.
The homie got locked. I already knew what it was.
Competitive with my mom, corresponding with my mom's. So he's about to go get with us so they can set everything up to come get me out. $1 million cash.
And then they came and grabbed me before I got the chance to drop it. You know what I mean? So you already know what it is.
So I'm in
but-
jail,
yeah,
I'm calling
nigga.
my mom's
But
like,
see,
yo, he didn't call you back yet?
You gotta realize,
Like-
the pedigree that y'all was raised by, the niggas who raised y'all, to raise y'all to who y'all is, that shit is different now. Whether we here in Harlem, whether it's in Compton, you know what I'm saying, wherever we at, because it's a whole new pedigree. You know, right now the streets in LA is on fire right now because all of them older dudes, they either locked up or they dead and gone. And so a lot of them ain't still got the same energy to get out there and wrestle with them youngsters like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's lawlessness, homie. It's lawlessness and it's renegading going on. Niggas is renegades. Like, but back in the Gap, wasn't no renegade. Nigga was checking you, nigga, as soon as you jumped off the bus, the rough, tough, and dangerous. Like these buses, nigga, they used to be called the RTD, nigga, the rough, tough, and dangerous. As soon as you get off that bus, nigga, where you from, nigga? Oh, nigga, where you mom? Nigga, immediately one is placed on your chin, nigga, to let you know exactly where you're at.
Exactly where you at.
Nigga open up a welcome card. Bitch ass something now. Where you from, homie?
You know what I mean?
Mom leading nigga like, nigga, fuck all that. Let's get down, my nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga welcomed you as soon as the bus doors open.
Right.
Bing, nigga, that was your welcome card, nigga. Hello, how you doing here?
So that's how you welcome him.
Yeah, you welcome a nigga
Yeah,
immediately.
you already know
One
the
on his
chin
chin.
check. Let him know.
Put one on his chin.
Yeah, we ain't
immediately.
gonna do no arguing, ain't gonna be none of that going on.
That's how nigga, you know, I told you all that. Nigga, before you know it, nigga hit you so quick, so fast.
Yeah.
So back then, that generation don't reside like that. They're around. But them dudes done paid their dues, homie. They 5-star vets, homie. They whole chest full of badges and honors and awards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They kind of in the background now. You know what I'm saying? Now they make the call to the troops. The troops is out there, literally, nigga, with the shrubs on their back and shit, looking through the night scope. You know what I'm saying? So it's them dudes who raised us is, you know, it's 3 generations that came and gone since then. So like your generation that came. This ain't the same as it was 40 years ago.
I've been going damn near 30 years, so you know I
Exactly.
couldn't walk out into this twilight zone where people got reasons for telling.
Yeah,
That's what I can't understand.
I don't understand, and
You know
I don't
what I mean?
understand how another nigga even condone that to even be around him.
You know?
How can you, nigga? Did you hear the words that came out of his mouth? I didn't tell on them. And nigga, you allow this nigga to sit here and nigga roll up one and smoke and chill and bullshit with the blah blahs and the zazas and what?
Nah.
You weird ass nigga, if they crack this nigga tomorrow, nigga, you would cook.
Yeah, cause they gonna crack you too for
Nigga,
even supporting.
Nigga, you cook like good food. Niggas is finna cook you. Wait a minute. You got a cigarette, Jim? Let's talk about everything. Let's talk about it. Nigga, what? No, this nigga finna tell.
And this is amazing to me, the rapper that know the code. You know what I mean? Everybody talk about it ain't no code, it is a code. I live by the code, I was
It's
gonna
a
die in prison
motherfucking
by the
code,
code.
nigga.
And if I die on the street by the code, I'm gonna die an honorable man and y'all gonna remember me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Y'all gonna remember me.
And when a
so I don't fear death.
and when a nigga a rat, homie, that rat passes down to his lineage.
You know? Yeah.
Nigga, your kids is baby rats.
Yeah.
Nigga, because the streets never forget.
Yeah.
Nigga, your daddy told. Nigga.
Yeah.
Your daddy told on so and so.
Yeah.
And nigga, the stories go on like African tales. He told.
Yeah.
And got everybody locked
Yeah.
up.
But
Nigga,
see,
it don't
but
go
the crazy
away.
part is now out here, everybody trying to change the narrative of what's real and what's fake.
Listen, man, you can't change the narrative. The paperwork don't lie. Homie.
Tell them again.
That paperwork don't lie. The narrative can be changed and flipped, and you can paint it, shake it, any way it's gonna be. But nigga, a rat is gonna be a rat, homie.
Listen, every jail I went to, the first thing they give you when you go to any jail is a knife.
Exactly.
Before
Nigga, you
get
get
a
that
couple
floater.
suit,
You get a knife.
You
a
go
floater.
get. Tell them what the floater is.
Nigga, that little bitty young thing, that short and sassy. You walking
know?
around with that short and sassy.
And it go right through the metal detector. That's why he called it a floater. That float through the metal detector.
That
Don't
floater,
get
as soon as
picked
you
up.
get there, nigga, they gonna
You
give you
know?
that floater and you gonna have that bone crusher.
Yeah.
Nigga got that bone crusher. Nigga hit a nigga shit, nigga, nigga go see Jesus.
Huh.
You know? Nigga hit that bone crusher, he gonna hit major arteries, nigga. That's an up close and personal death right there.
Talk
you
to
know what I'm
him.
saying? This ain't no how, nigga. You gotta look at that man in his eye when you hit him with that bone crusher and watch his soul leaving. You know, as an honor, you know, one day I'm going where you going. But you know I'm gonna let you go out in an honorable way.
Yeah.
An honorable way, nigga.
Yeah. You know?
And that's a crazy thing. I say that, and I say that in a way because, nigga, you know, salute to the dead, nigga. You dead, nigga.
Yeah.
I got you. My enemy gonna come get me.
Yeah.
But I hope it be an honorable way. He don't shoot me in the back.
And that's why I say anybody that could even question how to go out when it's time to deal with the Grim Reaper and see that judge in that black robe, if you got to question what you do, why he did he do it for the right reason, the wrong reason, that's why I'm telling you. That's why Bootsie telling you, Guerilla Black telling you. Don't
To do
get
that,
involved in it.
you'll need to
Don't
turn
get
off
involved.
airplane
Don't
mode.
get involved, because these are the real life consequences that you got to make.
It's okay, man.
You know what I mean?
McDonald's is hiring.
Oh,
Amazon
okay.
is hiring.
You know,
You know
all
what I'm
day.
saying? They got jobs, you know, it's okay, homie, to go have a job. It's okay to go to school and go get an education. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong
It's
with
nothing
it.
wrong with
And
that.
that's
If you
what we
know that
pushing
you ain't
before
built
you
for
go
that,
towards the penitentiary.
yeah, if you ain't built for that, you have to have an honest conversation with yourself.
You
And
know
be
what I
like,
mean?
you know what? I don't know if I can do 30 years.
Yeah, you
I don't
know.
know if I'm ready to take a shower with 30 other men.
You know?
I don't know what's gonna happen. But you know what? Amazon is hiring.
All day.
All day long.
You know
You
that's
know?
happening.
Yeah.
You ain't taking to meet Gangsta Lou yet? He got to meet Gangsta Lou, man.
Hey,
That's,
man, yeah.
that's our most official. We gonna
Yeah.
shoot over there, man. You got to meet
Hey,
the gangster,
definitely.
man.
Hey, I wanna
You know what I'm
meet him,
saying? Yeah, he should be over there. We gonna shoot over there and check the gangster, man. Big shout out to Gangsta Lou. That's the big homie.
Gotta go there.
Just so y'all already know, I mean, you know, Harlem is here, man. Big shout out to Farris, Lou Sims. You know what I mean? Lynch Mob. I mean, you know, we got real honorable men. You understand what I'm saying? We got honorable men. You know what I mean? And you know, that's why we here, man, just to let you know what it is. We ain't telling nobody, don't do this, don't do that. I'm just telling you, don't get involved.
If you
then
not,
you don't have
if
to worry
that's
about
not
them choices.
your cup of tea,
Huh?
please stay out the way. Stay safe.
And that's Guerilla Black,
Stay
man.
the fuck
You're in
out
it for
the
the
way.
rapper and the gangster.
And that's the- and
you know
that's
what I
just
mean?
what
So
it
I can't
is.
bring you any better, you know, Moses than this, man.
Yeah, stay out the way.
Huh.
Just stay out the way. It's all right. Don't get in the way. Just stay out the way, and that's just what it is. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I got a lot of respect for a lot of different dudes because they who they are, and they strong in who they are, and they know who they are, and they in they self, and they wasn't raised from that way. I was thrown out there, homie, as a puppy amongst wolves, homie. I was still pissing down my leg, and it was grown ass wolves, homie. Could have bit a nigga head off out there, but nigga, by the grace of God, nigga, the wolves, nigga, embraced me, homie. Even when I was pissing and shit and yelling, you understand me? And so them niggas was like, hey, homie, this is how you gonna do, and this is what you ain't gonna do, and this is what we gonna do, and how we gonna roll,
There you
nigga,
go.
and this is how it's gonna be, nigga. You need that faith, nigga. Hey, line that up with the homie real quick. Oh, so those type of dudes was around to mold me. Man, when you make you some money, go take your mama some money around the corner, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Take your man that got locked up, took the
And
beef
put,
for you some money.
put some
You know
money
what I
in
mean?
that nigga books, homie.
Yeah.
Go send some money to that nigga books, homie. That's a soldier up in there, homie. He coming home one day, believe that. Every nigga in there, everybody got, it's a whole bunch of niggas in there with dates, and they real ass niggas, and believe that, they coming to see about you, my nigga.
Yeah.
They come to see
And
about
ain't nothing gonna go on in the penitentiary. They ain't gonna hit the street.
Exactly.
Just so you know, because the penitentiary got a better line to the streets than the
Then the
streets.
streets.
You know what I mean?
Everything that happened, nigga is that motherfucker like CNN, nigga. One phone call, a nigga know what's up. Oh, so and so got killed, little T-Bone got hit. Oh, so and so and them got down over here. Oh, the streets are interlinked with the prisons, and you got to understand that, you know, all of y'all out there, you know, there's a queen that has some man that she know that's inside of there. So, you know, the queens, they transform information so quickly. Oh, this happened over here. So and so called me. So the women, you know,
Yeah,
that's
they
the
gonna get the
backbone
word out, yeah.
to the race right now. They either in the top Fortune 500 companies or it's Tamika in the block braiding hair. So
Yeah.
it don't matter. They got information floating through all of the time. So again, if you not like that, it's all right. I'm not saying that I'm a bigger gangster. I done ran into niggas who more gangster. I done ran into niggas with greater hand. I done ran into more shooters. That don't make you a real nigga neither though. Cause you a shooter or just cause you done gun a nigga down or you so that don't make you a real nigga, homie.
That's why
That don't make you a real nigga.
They don't learn from people like us, they don't learn from our mistakes. They too busy worrying about what they doing, and I don't need to listen to that old head nigga, fuck that. But you need to, that's how we learn. That's how, I never did fed time because I paid attention to my older.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I knew when to pick my poison. And when I fell back from the street shit, it's because I said, I know I ain't telling on nobody. If I get caught, then I'm gonna have to go do my time. So I'd rather leave it alone. So I chose my poison. Start doing parties, open up a store. I figured out stuff to do.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
legal.
saying? Yeah,
Legal.
Legal
You know,
stuff to do.
that's the key.
That was to get the kind of money that I like having anyway. And even if it wasn't the same, it's something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something is better.
It's better than getting $17
nothing.
a month. Tell me what niggas
Hey,
in the
man,
kitchen in the
nigga,
prison
shit,
working.
nigga, I got
3 in the
made-
morning to 7 at night.
For the first 3 years, I cleaned the gym up. I mopped the floor for Mr. Farley. He had retired. So for the first 3 years, for the first 3 years, I got paid $5 because they make you do that. You know that shit.
Oh,
nigga.
yeah,
If you don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that drug class
Yeah.
shit, nigga, you only get paid $5.
Yeah.
So I got paid $5 a month, man. I move all the machines out, mop the floor. Then when I did the little drug shit is when I got a dud. And that's what I made.
How many years it took to get there?
It took me 3 years before I made $20.
But yet they say they can't go work at McDonald's.
Oh yeah, nigga.
For $10, $15 an hour,
Listen,
they can't
man.
go work at McDonald's.
Listen, man, it's
so
harder
you do
for
breakdowns
listen,
and
man.
math.
I'ma tell
You know what I mean?
It's harder for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a prideful man to walk through the gates of heaven. Remember that, man. If you don't remember nothing else. It's harder for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a prideful-hearted man to walk through the gates of heaven. Believe that. You're gonna eat your pride in there, baby. You're gonna eat that pride. You're gonna eat that. You can put that, man, between 2 pieces of bread like that shit sandwich you're gonna eat. When that cracker passed down that time, man, ain't no ands if or buts about it. He want it all, man. He want 87.5% of that federal time, baby. He want 87.5, nigga. You finna run that. You finna run that. You finna run every bit of that. Only thing you might get is this right here. This is a year off. This band right here, FCC Lawn Pop. This is a year off if you do the RDAP program. That's about it. You
That's the
get
drug program.
yeah, FCC Lawn Pop. You already see FCC Lawn Pop. You might get shit depending on how it was. If the judge put it in your paperwork, you can get that, and you do the little drug program, the rehabilitation, the cognitive behavior program, and all of that. You might get you a year off. Hopefully, you know, they have some leniency on your ass and give you. You gonna get 6 months halfway house, but in the drug program, it's mandatory. You get 4 months. So you just pray, hope, nigga, that you know they give you another 8 months on top of that. Like, whoo, run that, nigga, 2 years.
Nigga pray for a couple of months.
Yeah, fuck
You know
that.
what I mean?
But you know that drug program is a motherfucker, homie, because they had you in that program. You got to give them 9 months in the program before they give you that year. You got to be 36 months to the dope.
To the dope. You can't even get in it.
You can't even get in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got to be 36 months to the dope. And believe that, homie, and you know how that shit is in there. You in that program, motherfuckers in there telling on you and doing all kind of weirdo shit. You still got to stand tall through it all, homie, and go through the shitstorm, homie, the weathering. And that's what I did. They didn't give me a full year. They gave me 7 months.
Yeah.
I got 7 months because the first time I was supposed to do it, my mama had passed while I was in the penitentiary. So when mama passed while I was up in there, I really didn't have my head on right. Because I was like, fucking nigga, I'm finna blow something. I'm finna knock me something down. Nigga, first nigga jump out of line. First nigga, I'm finna send go see Jesus.
You know what I mean?
But folks was like, look, man, the homie came to me and was like, nigga, take your stupid ass home, homie.
Yeah.
Go home. Nigga, don't become, you institutionalized, homie. You in here tripping on the TV, telling niggas they need their paperwork to watch TV. I'm like, my nigga, that's, what jail, nigga, a nigga gonna touch the remote and ain't show no paperwork.
Yeah.
What jail nigga done show, ain't gonna show no paperwork to touch that remote.
Yeah.
So I felt like I started becoming a little, you know, I felt like nigga the bunk, nigga the locker, the TV, the soap, the showers, all that came with the tick.
Yeah.
Everything,
You know what I mean?
When the government gave me this all came with it. And that right there is that sense of entitlement, homie. And that's a flaw. That's a mental flaw, because that shit belong to the motherfucking United States government.
Because when you leave, they're going to put another nigga in it.
Exactly.
They're
Nigga,
going
that
to put
belong
another
to the
nigga in
United
it. They
States
already got
government.
niggas waiting to get in it.
That shit all belong to the United States government, homie. So I had to sit down, and then I went and took the program, and the homie had hollered at me and was like, nigga, if you don't take your stupid ass over there and do the program, my nigga Baby Diamond and my nigga Keno, he was like, my nigga, take your dumb ass over there and do the program, my nigga. You smart enough to do that program, homie, and take your ass home to them kids. You sitting up in here want to watch motherfucking Sanford or son, nigga, you don't take your stupid ass home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I went in there and did that program for 9 months, and they gave me 7 months off, and I got to come home and see my children. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, my name, my honor, everything intact, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga stood tall through it all, nigga. Yeah, I lost a lot of fights. Nigga, I got my tooth knocked out, gum split. I done had some cold battles in there, but through it all, nigga ain't gonna smut me out, mark me out. Ain't no nigga, I ain't no hot nigga. You know what I'm saying? My paperwork clean, and I stood tall through it all. And when I came home, I was rewarded with my flowers by the real ones around me. Me even able to fuck with niggas all the way out here, man, in Harlem, man. My nigga, you know what I'm saying, D and my nigga Warren, all my niggas from Boss Baby, all the way out here, man. You, yourself, you a 5-star general, homie, a veterano, you know this, you know, salute, general. So I already know. So just to be able to come home and to be around this and to be still embraced, that's a beautiful thing.
And that's my joy. You know what I mean? Exactly. I don't even pay attention to the new generation, how they thinking and trying to manipulate things to make it fit them. Because a person don't, it's like the rules change when they're put in the situation to have to, as they say back in the day, keep it real.
Yeah.
That's when the rules change.
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean?
About that girl, or they think about you might have pulled their coat and got mad at you, so why should I stand in here and take the time for them? Damn.
No, man, listen, like I told the young nigga in there, man. I'm gonna tell you something, like I told the niggas in there, man, they stand up there all day at that thing and stand in line for that phone to get on that computer. Listen, homie, you can't do two bids.
You know what I mean?
You can't do one on the bitch and do the one the federal government gave.
Yeah.
Right.
Nigga, she ain't stopped liking dick because, nigga, you went to jail.
You know?
Fact.
Huh?
Yeah.
She stopped liking dick because you came here?
Talk to her.
Or did my bitch stop liking dick because I came to jail?
You know?
Nigga, Sancho got your bitch, my nigga.
Yeah.
Tell Sancho to tell the bitch to send you some bread, huh?
You know?
Until you get home, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, you coming home like every nigga, but she ain't stop liking dick. So she ain't gonna stop liking dick because you in here. And she ain't gotta
I
tell
used to watch grown men hang up the phone, running to they cell crying, my nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, call somebody else.
Nigga either answered the phone or the bitch told her she don't want to talk to him no more.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Hey.
I never was hardly calling my baby mom. She'll tell you that to
Hell
this day.
yeah.
I spaced
You
it
can't
out.
do two bids, homie.
Spaced it
You
out.
can't do two bids, homie. Your life on the line. These niggas walking around, nigga, with motherfucking blowers, nigga. I can't sit here and trip on what the fuck she gonna do with her pussy. And I'm in here trying to survive. I get home to all the pussy in the world.
Yeah, that's the meaning.
I'm in Harlem and seeing pussy everywhere. I'm in New York. That don't stop. When I get home, nigga, my biggest thing is reacclimating myself, getting back to the bag.
Yeah.
The pussy gonna come. The pussy gonna go.
All day.
I told the young nigga, hey, homie, you can't do two bids. Nigga, feel. Oh, my nigga, what you mean? What you mean? What are you saying, huh? What I'm saying is what I'm saying, my nigga. My words ain't changed, my nigga. I ain't speaking Spanish, nigga. Nigga, you can't do two bids, nigga. You can't bid on the bitch and do your bid in here, homie.
Yeah.
Sancho got your bitch, nigga.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
nigga,
It's a
Sancho
wrap.
got you. Nigga, what you mean?
Yeah.
Nigga, Sancho got your bitch like he got mine, nigga, and everybody else's, nigga.
It's only a matter of time before he answer the phone when you call.
Exactly, nigga.
You
And
know?
if he don't, she sliding up to slide through and give Sancho some pussy. And then after she get up, you know, a grown woman is gonna be a grown woman. You know, a grown woman just gonna be a grown woman. She just gonna get her some dick out of the way.
Yeah.
And nigga, you know what? I gotta go.
Yeah.
I got kids.
And let you know I'll be there this weekend.
I come see you, but I got bills to pay. I gotta wake my kids up in the morning.
You know what I
She
mean?
gonna slide up out the way.
No, if it was vice versa, if she was in there, you was out
Hey,
there.
come on now. If you out here now, stop it. If she went in there and did that time, nigga, you know you gonna have your boy. You gonna be out here getting your dick a party. So stop it. Don't act like nigga she's supposed to be. Oh, I'm finna put her to these standards. No, nigga, she's a human being like you is, nigga.
Yeah.
You know?
So remember, if you ain't trying to make these real life, decisions, don't get involved. That's what the moral of this whole channel is about. Don't get involved. That's why I got real brothers like Guerilla Black, Big Bootsie. That's why we out here just giving it to you raw, man. It ain't to disrespect nobody. It's just telling you what it is. We just telling you what the code is. That's how we go by the code. You know what I mean? If you don't want to go by it like that, don't get involved in the game because that's a part of the game.
Exactly.
Because you know if you go out on the caper with somebody and they get caught, you don't want them to tell on you.
Exactly.
And you don't want them to give you a reason why they told on
Exactly.
you. An explanation why they told on you. You know what I mean?
What happened was,
you know?
The fuck you mean what happened was, nigga?
Yeah.
Period. It's two niggas, hot ass niggas that told on my motherfucking case. Y'all know who the fuck y'all is, nigga.
And
I took care of y'all motherfucking families and I made sure, nigga, y'all kids ate, nigga, when you couldn't put no food in your own motherfucking kids' mouth, nigga.
You know?
You betrayed the code, nigga. You have died 1,000 deaths. I ain't got to, it's gonna be a real nigga you gonna run into. Believe that.
And the reason why I know he real, because he ain't even say their name. I ain't even gotta say my rat's name. You ain't got to say your rat's name. He know who he is. He got to
You
sleep
know
with
who
himself.
you is. You got to wake up in the morning and know, nigga.
And that's it.
No, nigga.
So there's
What
nothing
we
I
was
can say
doing,
to make you
yeah.
feel bad because you don't even feel bad.
Yeah.
So what could I say to make the man that told on me feel bad?
He got to, at the end of the day, even though you got to understand something, even though he may not feel, he still think. And long as he thinking, he has to think about his actions
Tell me
that he
that.
took.
Yeah.
He thought about nigga telling, because telling to him at that moment was what was real to him.
Right.
What was real to him, because that's what he thought, and he assumed it.
Yeah.
This is his assumptions that
Yeah.
took over his mind. But motherfucker, you already know who you is, and you know what you did. But at the end of the day, nigga, me and mine, we still out here eating, nigga. We still out here up, nigga. We still getting it, nigga.
We
Nigga,
still
where
out
you
here.
at? You
We on the
hide.
street, you know what I mean? We ain't
Why
gotta hide
you ain't
no
gotta
way.
hide.
You
You
know?
ain't. You left a whole state of California and ran and hid. You ran. What for? What you running for? You don't run if you're a real one. You don't run nowhere. You don't leave California because you done fucked up. If you fucked up, you fucked up. Embrace that, nigga. You know what it is.
And that's what it is. You know what I mean? I respect that more than you running.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Stand there and claim the truth. You
Stand
know
in
what
your
it is.
truth. Standing. Those are the
Yeah.
exact words. Stand in your truth.
And that's
as
it.
long as you stand in your truth, you can't do nothing. You know, I called home from the penitentiary. Well, my homeboy made a call out to the streets. He said, man, the hot nigga who told on you, man, he done went up top, man, somewhere. He out East Coast somewhere. Oh, okay. And the other hot nigga, they lady, you know how prison is. Information come like this.
You already know the pipeline. That's the social media.
They said the nigga done ran black. He done ran. He went on the run. He done left his kids and everything.
Everything.
The nigga done left his kids, left his baby mama, left all of them. What for?
Because of his actions.
Because of his. I ain't seen nobody. I don't want no part of it.
Exactly. And that's
But
it.
why you running?
Yeah.
I ain't seen nobody and had nobody go harass him or nothing like that. The whole time I was down, shit, I had money on my books. My wife was straight. My kids were straight. My brothers were straight. I may have lost some things and gained some things along the way, but that shit is material things. I can reclaim them.
Yeah.
But like you said, when you come home with your honor intact.
There
Who
you
you
go.
is.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck if I got nan dime, nigga. I can stand right here in Harlem, nigga, and know who I am, homie. I ain't no hot nigga. I ain't no buster, nigga, and I've been riding my whole life. And niggas can run my file, just like niggas in Harlem. Oh, who is Guerilla Black? Then you go to pacer.com.
Tell them again. See, every case that ever been filed.
Oh, okay.
Every emotion, everything is right there.
right.
Documented.
Okay. Yo, that's a real nigga. Yeah. See? So I can walk around and eat these little beef patties and chill and be the
You
real
know?
ones. Because real ones know where you at no matter where the fuck you at. You gonna be real. Real ain't a word, it's always an action. Gangsta ain't a word, it's an action. Love ain't a word, it's an action. If you tell me you love me, don't tell me you love me. Loyalty come before that love. Show me.
Yeah. And it's a reaction to every action.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's a reaction to every
Loyalty
action.
come before love. That's why I'm with Bootsie. That's why I fuck with Boss Lady. That's why I fuck with D. That's why I fuck with Warren. That's why I fuck with everybody from Boss Baby all the way out here. Because man, them cats showed me loyalty and love from gate one, from day one. They ain't have to even roll out the red carpet the way that they did down there in Atlanta for me. Or come out to Durham, or come out to Raleigh, or come out to Vegas with Supreme and Punkin and them. These is cats from a whole nother coast showing me, not that they love, they ain't gotta say they love me. They show it when they pull up.
There you go.
They show it. It ain't, like I said, love ain't a word. Loyalty ain't a word. It's a action. It is presented. It is done. It's not this. Oh, I love you, Brody. No, nigga. No, that ain't real. Real ain't a word. Nigga, let's keep it real. No. Show me real.
There you go. Stand on yours.
Stand on that shit.
Stand on yours.
Exactly. Man, I love it, man. You nigga, I really
Come on,
appreciate
man.
you, man.
You already know what it is, man.
I
Y'all here with
appreciate
family,
you,
man.
man.
Like
I
I said,
appreciate
Bootsie, I've been with him since Yo Big. He always been 100, man. You know what I mean? And keep it 100, you know, and that's how we move. I mean, it's just respect,
From
man.
day one when I met Boots, I already knew he was cut from a different cloth, homie, in the pedigree that he came from, because he always kept it 100 and said what it was, and that's what it was, homie. It ain't never been nothing else other than that. He ain't never put nothing extra on it or made it no thicker than what it was. It is what it is, and nigga, that's just what it's gonna be. And everything he said to that point of me meeting him and being in his presence has been what it was.
Yeah.
So that's how I know, like, okay, you cut from that. Yeah, that's a different type of cloth.
Exactly.
You know, you got to go in the box and pull that shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, because that don't even exist. That
don't
shit
even
in the
exist.
closet.
Yeah, what?
That in the attic
I knew
somewhere.
that nigga came, I was like, okay, that nigga been around some real ones.
Yeah.
And, you know, I recognized that shit. So that's when I knew, you know, from day one, everything he told me what it's going to be has been that. So that's how I know he come from a generation that's from out here that was raised that way. From pups.
Yeah.
From puppies.
Yeah.
Until they was full-blown wolves with a growl on them.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? With a growl.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? And so
And a hunger.
A hunger.
You know what I
And
mean?
so
Don't
that's
forget
why
the hunger.
I realized that, and I was like, I know I was telling the youngster the other day, I said, nigga, I'm 44 now, homie. But I remember when I was 24 looking at a nigga that was 44 and said in my mind that nigga at 44, that nigga washed up.
Well, yeah.
But nigga, I feel like, nigga, I don't feel 44, nigga. I feel like I'm a 24-year-old nigga.
But that's because your heart, you know, your honor's intact. As long as you got that, ain't nothing going nowhere, my nigga.
I be sitting there and I'm like, damn. I done seen all this. I done came from Jerry curls and perms and khaki suits and
You know,
low riders with the homies
with the
flying.
Dickies and
Dickies. I remember my homeboy he used to raise pigeons. And we used to clap, homie, and the pigeons be flapping and doing flips. I remember that don't exist no more on the West.
You know?
That whole culture, that whole thing, it's a forgotten era.
Get out of here.
But I came from that era, and I respect that era, and I love it even more because that's what we was bred by. It was simple. It was simplistic. It wasn't none of this other shit. It wasn't watered down. It was real dudes that laced your boots the right way. Nigga said, put your shoe up here, nigga. Let me lace your shit tight, homie.
Yeah. Because you don't know when you might go to war. That's why I can't understand how I come home they wearing flip-flops.
Nigga, yeah.
Nigga,
You can't wear flip-flops in the penitentiary. Nigga, you
know
get
what
your
I'm
ass beat. Nigga, the first time I came up out of there with some flip-flops, homie, he said, listen here, homie, check this out, homie. Where you come with all these Sean Collector sandals and shit at, homie, up here? What the fuck you think this is, homie?
Yeah.
You in the penitentiary, homie. Hey, homie, don't never let me catch you with them shoes off like that. Don't never let me catch you like that, homie. Because this is what a nigga told me in the pen, and I'm like, I kind of felt some way. But then when I looked at it, you know how that shit is in there. Wasn't no sleeping, laying in the rack all day.
Oh, no.
None of that.
The doors cracked.
Nigga, at 5 o'clock, nigga, coffee smoking, nigga, boots on the floor. Nigga mobbing, nigga, floater on him and everything.
Yeah.
Niggas politicking as usual.
Yeah.
The bags getting chased, nigga, the chins getting checked, nigga. Excuse me.
Because
like, yeah, that's
how
it.
you gonna defend yourself if you wearing flip-flops? People out here walking.
Nigga run up on you quick. I couldn't understand it.
Even if a car coming and you gotta get out the way, you gonna run out your flip-flops?
Right, yeah.
You know how that shit go.
They done got so comfortable out here, it's pathetic.
Yeah, I can
And
never
that's
do
why
that.
all these, codes is being manipulated because they done got comfortable and they're trying to make reasons for
But the thing is,
doing what's wrong.
The thing is, General, is that you gotta realize, and I had to come to the realization, I was gone for a whole decade. You was gone for 2.5 decades. So your tutelage and the discipline in which your generation instilled upon you and that you was instilling upon those that came from you and through you, a lot of us is gone or dead. They gone. They ain't have a 5-star veterano. And so you gotta understand this, the complications and the way the shit is, and like you say how niggas come and manipulate and switch shit up. Nigga, this still a game, nigga. It's just the players change in it, nigga. But the game is gonna always be the game, nigga. Understand this.
And it still got rules. The same goddamn rules.
Nigga.
You know what I mean?
Niggas changing, they making their own rules.
And that's what
they ain't even going by any rules, actually.
They
just doing.
They just doing.
Jumping off a ledge.
And then when shit happen, whatever's whatever.
And when the catastrophic shit happen and niggas get their head knocked off, and now everybody looking around, mourning, trying to figure out is there a solution.
Yeah.
A problem is only a problem when it ain't no solution.
There you go.
A problem is only a problem when it ain't no solution.
You know what I mean? You can't say no more real than that.
Exactly.
You know?
What happened? Ooh.
So I turned to Stevie Wonder.
No.
Oh, that's the crying.
Yeah, they crying.
That's the crying.
They
Okay.
crying.
Yeah, that's the crying. Yeah.
They get the crying.
Oh, see, I don't even be around a nigga for that. Niggas don't bring the crying around me. I can't spell crying.
You gotta understand something. The thing is, G, is that because they wasn't instilled that, again, the discipline and the tutelage that your generation, see, I was able to be up under those cats. Like, you know, the niggas that raised me, they 55 and 60 years old, homie.
Yeah.
Them niggas is in their 60s, homie.
You already know I'm 57. Trust
Yeah,
me, I've been going damn near 3 decades.
The niggas who raised me is either 55 to 62, 63 years old.
But see, that's why I'm glad I got help, man, because like I said, we got the lynch mob out here, you know, Ferris, you know, Lou, you know, we got Azar just came home after 37, you know what I mean? We got a Crusader Rob, you know what I mean? We got Gangsta Lou, we got Kevin Childs, we got real men that's out here that's trying to really do something if they want to listen. But they quick to try and knock what we're trying to do instead of trying to give us a solution or joining us.
You know what the thing of it is that it's this. You know, finding education, that's a difference, man. And so we've been inside of them penitentiaries, man. We done seen the grim side of things and how shit flip. We done been sat down long enough to have an interpersonal relationship with ourselves, even to reflect back on the things that we did all the way up until this point of us standing here right now. And that's the biggest thing that we paid, homie, is time.
Yeah.
The most valuable resource on the earth.
But and that's the only thing you can't get back.
And we learned the biggest teacher is failure.
Yeah.
Failure is the greatest teacher.
Yeah.
So you got to understand through all of those missteps and failures and mishaps and things that took place over our life, the understanding of shit. You know, like I told my son the other day, listen here, nigga, it ain't a bush you went around, nigga, that I ain't backed up, went up under it, went over it, went around it.
Yeah.
Nigga, you think you can paint to me, nigga?
You know what I mean?
I'm like, nigga, I'm still your pops, nigga, it ain't nothing. I know what it is.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I know you get hard. You want some pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, see, damn, he looked at me, oh, damn. He started smiling, damn.
Yeah. Like how you know? Because I was there.
I was there.
You know?
You talk to them little niggas at your school.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, well, no, Pops, not. Nigga, if you don't knock it off or I slap fire about you, nigga, you talking just like that. Hey, nigga, where we going? Nigga, we finna get a car. I can't wait. Nigga, I'm fucking. I know what you're saying, because I did it.
Yeah.
Don't try to play that. Nigga, you paint that shit to your mama, nigga.
Yeah.
You paint that shit to your uncle and them. Don't ever try to paint that shit with me.
You know?
One thing it is, nigga, when your poppy go in that ground, you always know, nigga, that nigga always had that 1,000 combo with you.
And that's what it is.
That 1,000 from the motherfucking gridlock conversation. Don't all that other shit, you say that for them.
Yeah.
You go ahead and dress that shit up and put it in a Tootsie Pop paper and hand it to them niggas. And let them chew on that bullshit. Nigga, when you come to me, nigga, you bring the shit sandwich, nigga. Yeah, nigga, and I bring the mustard, because I know what it tastes like.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what this shit is. Bring the real shit sandwich, nigga. Yeah, don't matter how much bread you gonna put on it, baby, it's still gonna be shit. It's still gonna be shit, baby. You know? No matter how much mustard, nigga, you can't cut the taste, nigga, shit gonna be shit.
And that's what it is. What you gotta say, Boots, before we go, man, you know?
Y'all said it all in a nutshell. I ain't never did Fed time. You know, thanks to niggas like you always.
And that's why I'm trying to show them that's watching it, so they don't have to do Fed time if I don't get involved in the game. It ain't worth it.
Nigga AZ,
you know, big shout out to AZ, the real AZ.
I copy his footsteps with things, as far as, just don't fuck with a lot of people, stay out of the way, certain people. And, I just know, like I said, how to pick my poison, man. And at the end of the day now, we doing this music shit, my nigga. We going back to the essence.
Back to the essence.
When you open Club 2000, we created a lot of shit out here. We going back to that. You know what I'm saying? So it was fortunate that I met with Guerilla Black, with me already doing the things that I'm doing. So we putting together a plan. Putting this album together.
Now it'd be an honor to get him on that new joint. The joint
told me, and I want to get that joint, and I want to write a verse to it. And then I want to have it send it back to you, homie, because I heard all that shit on there. I was like, wait a minute, it need my flavor on it.
You already know.
And so Bootsie was like, hey, Black. I was like, man, say less.
You know?
It's done, say less.
You know, big shout out to Dave East, Blackface 112, Pop Shit,
That's
Gus,
Ump.
Yo, you already
West Coast,
know.
East Coast, all that.
And that's why we gonna do it.
Hot rappers on it.
When we shoot the video, it's gonna be bananas because all the old gangsters coming out, all the new gangsters coming out. You know, all the honorable men is coming out because that's what we're dealing with. We got the new Harlem anthem, the AOI. We got the new 2022 remix, and Guerilla Black gonna be on it. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Dave East already laid his verse, and the other brothers I just named, you know, Pop Shit, P, you know, Gus, everybody laid their verse. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Hey, man, I can't wait, man. I heard it, man, last night, man, when we got ready to do the interview and you was playing.
I'm getting ready to play it right now before we tap out.
Played it for me, and I sat there, and so I was like, man, that motherfucker like that. And I was like, damn. I was like, man, that motherfucker.
That
motherfucker
AOI ain't left, but about to spice it all the way back.
All the way back up,
That
2022.
record right there.
Yeah, man, it was slapping. So when I heard it, and I heard the record, and I was like, damn, homie. I say, man, niggas is on that motherfucker gassing. Gassing on this
You know what I mean?
motherfucker. And so, man, that nigga Dave, man, you know what?
Shout out to
man,
Dave, you know?
man, Dave, man, that nigga.
Official, East
Hey,
Hall.
man, the homie hard as a motherfucker, homie. The
You know what I
homie is
mean?
hard as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm feeling Pop Shit, P, and Gus too, though, man. Like I said,
we didn't get a chance to get
I know. I'm gonna play it so y'all can hear them now. They just heard Dave East.
Dave East jumped off on that motherfucker. He got the fire. He put fire in the hole. He put paint where it ain't, huh?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, I mean, as soon as we heard that nigga,
And we talking about putting it out on Sugar Hill Gang. You know, me and Blackface gonna do something proper.
Oh yeah,
you know.
just leaving.
Yeah, I'm just with Leland. So
That makes sense.
I got studio time for this week. I'm gonna get my man Trigger from 140th representing Lynch Mob on it. You know what I mean? You know, I'm gonna holler at Gangsta Lou. We gonna get all official Harlem on it. You know what I mean? And West Coast. You know what I mean? I love to get the little kid Polo G on it. You know what I mean? That
nigga out of Chicago.
Yeah, I feel his flow.
Yeah, I like that. I like the youngster, man. You know, I love. That's what we was just talking about earlier, man. You know, I've been around so long, and I've been around. And I be loving to hearing the young niggas still doing their thing, and that's the evolution of music and being able to hear young cats, man, still moving this culture, moving the needle, homie, and continuously changing it and challenging, you know what I'm saying, the previous, you know, points of, you know, entry from all of the older cats and continuously perpetuating that line.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And so the beautiful thing about that is to be able to continue along the way and be a part of that journey, and that's just a beautiful thing. And man, you know, it's an honor, man, to be here with yourself, man, Unique, and with Bootsie, man, to be here in his stomping grounds where he was raised at by the real ones, homie. And just to be here and to be a part of that is feel historic. You know, it's not about us living, homie, it's about how we live. And you know, I had shout out to my man Sean Double, man. Definitely, man. I love you, my nigga. You know, I had an epiphany, man. And you know, my mother passed while I was in the penitentiary. And you know, I went to Boosie's father's passing at the funeral down there. And I seen how many people showed up and the love that they had in their heart.
Yeah.
And they was all there in love. And I said to myself, I know one day I gotta go see my maker. But I know when I do, I wanna leave a legacy behind me. So that when my son's Messiah and my son Zion, they standing there, they can tell the stories of who I was to the world. And when they sit down and they pour themselves a drink, in my memory, they can sit there and they can say, this is my daddy. This is your grandpa rapping. And this is gonna happen. And whether you know it or not, Unique, you're living history.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Break it down.
I'm gonna give it to you even sweeter though.
There you go, break it.
This moment right here that's being recorded right now is history. See, there's gonna be a time when me, you, and him, we're not gonna exist on this earth. His children, your children, my children, somewhere along the line to be able to see this. See, right now we feel like we in the future.
Yeah.
But really, my nigga, we live in history.
Yeah.
You gotta understand.
We are history.
We are history,
You
and
know what I
history
mean?
is actually being taking place right now.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be a living testament of a nigga like you. So when someone see you down the line and say, damn, he did an interview with Guerilla Black, they're gonna be able to look at this and tell your pedigree and then run back your file and your lineage of everything you did all the way through the streets, all the way back to right now, and then even forward, going forward. So when I do music now, it's not just for a monetary thing. Everybody want to get paid from their craft. But I look at it as almost in a thing I was reading, and I was sitting down reading this book in the penitentiary about how Africans passed on stories for thousands of years. And they'll be sitting there and they'll be telling the story, but it'll be in a song like an but it'll be a story
Exactly.
that existed, that was passed to
historical
them, that was passed to them, that's correct.
Yeah.
And so that's when I make music now, that's how I feel. I'm passing on a historic record of my accounts, my life, what was going on around me, things and like that. And all of the music that's being created, that's been created, is gonna be a story. We don't know what hip hop might be 30 years from now.
Exactly.
I thought about it in the essence, and it was a real thing that hit me. And I said, damn, I'm 44 years old. By the grace of God, if I live another 20 years, but if I don't make it 20 years, 20 years is coming.
Regardless.
I said, regardless of. I said, but after that 20 years, everything that I did and recorded and made, it'll be a testament of my life. The music that you creating with all of these artists is gonna be a testament of your life. The same with Bootsie, everything that he's doing and has done will be a testament of his life. And all of this hit me in an epiphany, you know, when I went to his father's funeral, and I was like, the inevitable is there. You know, life is a journey, but death is truly the destination, and it's something we can't embrace life if we ain't prepared to die.
Exactly.
We gotta be prepared every single moment, every living second. And the beautiful thing of it is this moment, me and you and Bootsie and all of us, we woke up, and by us waking up, that means that God's work ain't done with us yet.
Ain't done with us.
He ain't done with us.
And that's
God
what
ain't
we
done
doing
with
now.
us yet. He ain't done. He got something for us to do. So everybody you see walking around here breathing, that means God got something for him to do.
That's something for them to do.
He got something for him to do.
They might not know what it is, or
They
might
may
not
not know
recognize
what it
it,
is,
but
they got
it's there.
something to do.
It's
God
there.
ain't got you here for nothing.
Yeah, because I had Life Plus 20. Last thing I thought, you know, I was coming out, but I prayed to come out. But if I didn't, I was willing to die for what it is that I stood for, because that's the way I was raised, to honor that code.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So if that meant dying in prison from not telling on my comrades, alhamdulillah, that's what it is.
Alhamdulillah.
You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Inshallah, God's will be done. So at the end of the day, that's the beautiful thing. And so I look at it now as now we've transitioned to this other period. Now there's more work to be done. We still got to toil the soil.
And we're
You know
working
what
with
I'm
this
saying?
video right now, because if somebody looking at this is going to say they don't want to get involved because they don't want to make the choices that me and Guerilla had to make.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like how my man Bootsie was...
Reach out to one person.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like how Bootsie was smart enough to, you know, not follow my footsteps. Like I said, he was locked up. I was supposed to be going to get him bailed out. You know what I mean? When I got locked up.
Got locked up.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you one thing. While I was locked up, whenever I called him for anything, he was there. But that's what family do. You respect the honor. You respect the code. You know what I mean? And you know, this is a man that I was giving the world to. And I don't have it to give him. And he still accepted my cause. And still did what needed to be done for me. That's called honorable.
Honorable.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's the beautiful thing,
He ain't
because
say he locked up fucker.
that's the beautiful thing, because in this day and age and in this time that we living in right now, that's not around a lot no more. That's not around.
But that's why I'm showing them, so they know that we do exist. You know what I mean? We ain't knocking nobody that go the other way. You just stay over there, and we gonna stay over here, and we gonna go in our own direction, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? Because like I said on Queen's Flip yesterday, you know what I mean? If your child or your grandchild is drowning, and only person is there to help them is, let's say, Nicky Barnes or Sammy the Bull. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want him to stick his hand out and pull him out that water? Because he hot?
You know what? The thing about it
So
is,
take the message from anyone.
I'm gonna tell you something my brother told me the other day, man. He told me something that was so crazy and pivotal. If you standing on the end of a cliff, you standing on a cliff. Me and you, we standing on a cliff. And I decided I'm getting ready to jump off the cliff. And you grab me. You grab me. Now you know.
Yeah, you prepared to go with me because
You gotta be prepared.
Yeah.
You know.
You
So
already know. I
you
know
got
where
a
you
decision
going.
that you gotta make.
Exactly.
There's a decision that you gotta make.
Yeah.
You gotta make a decision, not now, but right now.
There you
You got
go.
a decision that you gotta make, because right now at this moment, you gotta either let me go, and you got
Or be prepared to go with me.
Prepared to go with me.
You know what I mean?
And that's just what it is. And that's what I told my brother. I said, listen, bro, listen. I seen in my vision I was going to prison. I could have turned you on and blessed you with the connect, but look what the connect did to me. If I would have involved you to that degree, you would be sitting down doing 10 years like me. I said, but I understood something that you didn't understand at that time. There's consequences and repercussions. You may have understood, but not to the degree that I had to suffer. See, my suffering is something that you can't even begin to even partake of. Like, that's like us being in prison. Nigga, the water free, the soap there, nigga got a bunk, 3 hots and a motherfucking cot. But it's a difference from her. She got to wake up and pay the light bill, the gas bill, the cable bill, buy groceries, pay the motherfucker. Real responsibility.
You know what I mean?
All
Real
I got to do is nigga go buff iron with the homies, put my blower on, stand tall through it all, and that's it. There's 2 different war fields going on. This one inside of this penitentiary is a mental one. This is a mental thing that I'm dealing with at this point and at this time. I said, but Brody, and I told, you know, even my loved ones, I laid down for everybody. I laid down for a reason. Keep y'all out the way.
Exactly.
Because I told all of them, now this shit go bad. When this shit goes sideways and get away from my ass, I'm gonna tell you now. So follow what I'm telling you to do now. Because when it gets sideways, only one motherfucker gotta go sit down.
And that's it.
And one motherfucker they gonna come looking for. And when that Secret Service pulled up at the door, excuse me, Mr. Williamson. Are you Mr. Williamson? Can you show me your ID? Come on with us.
And that was it. You ain't turn around and point at nobody else. And,
no. Come on with us.
Took your responsibility.
Excuse me, would you like to debrief? Absolutely not.
You know what I mean?
Debrief about what?
About what?
What we talking about?
What I mean?
I said, listen here.
Know that word.
Can you do me a favor? I said, I ain't ate yet. You got a bed back there for me? It's gonna be a long ride.
You know what I mean? So let me get some rest.
The motherfucker looked at the other motherfucker secret agent. He looked at him. I said, yeah. It's been a long day. I need to sleep this one off, partner. Go ahead and take me to the back. I need to take a shit and eat this sandwich real quick. Y'all got the bologna meat ready? Bring me that Jim Jones juice and that bologna real quick.
You already know?
Yeah, because I know what I know how this story goes.
You know?
Yeah, I've already prepared for it in the heart. You sure you don't? You know you're facing 30 years right now. Listen, I don't think you heard what I said to you. I asked you, dude, I got a bunk back there. I need a bedroll. I need my bologna sandwich, my brown bag sandwich, because it's going to be a long ride. The nigga looked at the other special agent. The other special agent looked back at him.
Said, man, take him in the bag.
Yeah, man.
What they call us? One of them.
Yeah, one of them.
They call us one of them.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's only a few, a handful.
Bedroll. I need my bologna sandwich. I need my Jim Jones juice. I need my issue and my phone calls. That's it. I need my issue. And that was what it was. And so when that happened and that took place, you know, once I went on ahead and I said, okay, look here, man. You know what? I'm going to do my open plea. I'll open plea, 108 months. You gonna leave everybody else alone? Absolutely. You gonna sign right here for open plea and give up your appeal rights? I said, why I gotta give up my appeal rights? She said, look, look, I'm gonna go gun your family down. If you, I'm gonna go get this out your wife. I'm gonna go get this out. You gonna give me them appeal rights?
You know? Now you gotta stand up as a man and win.
Hey man, I signed that shit, man. That shit was crazy as shit. On God in heaven, the nigga stood up and slapped the bitch hand just like this. Got him, coach.
You know what I mean?
I sat there, man. I put my hand in my head, tear come from my motherfucking right eye, homie. I looked at the motherfucking cracker lawyer that was next to me, the one I paid this 15 bands for. I said, man, you a piece of shit.
You know what I mean?
Fuck out of here, man. Hey man, take me back to the motherfucking cell, huh? Anyway, fuck all y'all. Fuck you, and fuck you. She smiled. I'll see you at court, Mr. Williams.
You know, when I get this,
then the raggedy bitch, she asked for 135 months. Raggedy bitch asked for 135 months. So then they put on, you know how the open plea go. Nigga, they put on the whole trial. Nigga like you, nigga Rodney King or something. Nigga, they brought all the secret agents out. He used these cards, these pressers. This is what he did. It's $20 million fraud.
I just pled guilty. What we need all this for?
What the fuck we need all this for? But they wanted to play it out because I opened plea in my, when I went back to my celly, preach from Fort Trey, the homie, he was like, nigga, you signed that shit? I was like, homie, I ain't had no option, homie.
You know what I mean? Kind of make sure the family's safe.
He was like, Black, you know that's an open plea, nigga. So you know your life is in the judge's hand, nigga. You know what the maximum penalty on a bank fraud charge is, right? I said, nigga, Yeah. He said, no, nigga, you don't.
You know what I mean?
I said, what is it then, priest? He said, it's 30 years, nigga, and you pleading to 5, nigga.
Yeah, you made
You
out.
pleading to 5, nigga, and aggravated identity theft, which carries another 24 months additionally on that, and you charged with another one. So you're gonna be charged on all of these charges. I said, listen, man, listen. It's my life. This my family, homie. This not your family. He said, man, Black, you should have been a little bit more educated with your decision, man. I said, I was educated as possible, homie. There was no other option,
You know what I mean? Got to make sure the family's safe.
Either I'm going to go out like a coward, homie, or I'm going to stand up like a man, homie. I got to be prepared to take that on the chin, homie.
Yeah.
I took that on the chin, nigga, like that nigga said, like Ross said, nigga, I'm blessed, nigga.
Yeah.
I took that on the chin and was blessed.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, when you know the homies was hot that I signed, I was like, my nigga, as soon as I signed it, nigga, the state dropped all charges. Woo, 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 woo. Everybody out the way. Everybody get out the way.
Yeah.
Woo, everybody, everybody get out the way. But I understood, Unique.
Go around, man.
I understood.
We taping, go around, man. We taping. Could you go around? We taping. Yeah.
So at that time, I understood, Unique, that I had to go lay down, homie. And when I went there in that judge room, you know what he told me? I was in the 9th district up there in Seattle, up at
C-Tech.
C-Tech.
Oh, come on,
you know.
C-Tech. Yeah, I went through C-Tech.
Yeah, C-Tech.
Yeah, that's the hub where they
do
take
the psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah, that's where they put the people from Alaska.
Exactly, the psyche valve. So, the motherfucker told me, I'm up there at C-Tech, the homie preachers, the homie Sinbad, you know what I'm saying, they gave my nigga 20 years, and they gave my nigga 22 years. And so I'll never forget, he was like, man, Black, you know, so I had to fight my case because they extradited me from Los Angeles, from MDC, and sent me up to C-Tech. You know, MDC is the holding down there in Los Angeles. So when I went up there, whatever, not broad, you know, I'm in the courtroom, homie, they laid it on thick as mustard. Oh my God, they laid it all out. This is a worldwide conspiracy. Oh man, they got to talking in terminologies and different languages and a plethora of words being added to shit. Oh man, you'd have thought, man, I was John Gotti credit cards. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, they had it on so thick. And so I'm sitting up in there and I prayed, I was talking to God, you know what I'm saying? I said, let your will be done. This is what people don't understand. You know, Christ, at one point before he was gonna be, you know, crucified, he had a moment in which he went by himself and he separated himself from the disciples. And he had tears in his eyes and he was sorrowful. And he said, you know, but Lord, let your will be done. And I thought about him while I was sitting there at that table, shackled up, cuffed down. I said, let your will be done, whatever your will gonna be. You know, whatever your will gonna be. Whatever your will gonna be, it's gonna be glorious. Let it be, it's gonna be glorious through it all. You know? And the judge said, you know what, Mr. Williamson? You know, I can give you 20 years here today. I ain't gonna sit there and tell you no lie now, Unique. Nigga cheeks tighten up, homie. Nigga ass cheek, nigga ass weak. Nigga weak in the knee. Nigga asshole tightened up. Listen, Unique. Niggas tell you, oh, nigga, I took it on it. No, nigga. You know? Yeah, nigga. So I didn't know how many months the nigga said. 86 months, nigga, in addition to 24 months, 110 months. I smiled at my baby mama like, I'm good, I'm good.
That didn't sound like 20 years.
It didn't sound like no time. I'm like, nigga, that don't sound like 20 years.
Until you go back and add the years.
I smiled, and so when I get back into the pod, I get back in the door. You know, back then they had the brown things. You got the brown little pod. Whoa. You know, I have the shit all pressed up. Whoa. The homies over there playing dominoes. That nigga said, hey, homie, how much time they gave you, Black? I said, oh, nigga, they only gave me 110 months. The homie jumped up. Nigga, that's 9 years, 2 months. Nigga, my stomach started bubbling. It's like, damn, I got weak again. I was like, 9 years, 2 months? He was like, nigga, that's 9 years, 2 months. He said, man, come over here and play some dominoes. I don't want to play no dominoes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't want to play no motherfucking dominoes, nigga. I got a boo-boo, homie.
You know?
I had the boo-boo, homie. Nigga, my nigga stomach, I was like, 9 years, my stomach just, nigga, that motherfucking, that little sandwich nigga just got the bubble in my stomach. I was like, ooh. I was like, 9 years, 2 months. Because I didn't know why my son's mother put her hand in her head and was crying. I ain't that great at math, Unique. But she knew
That's
immediately.
why they give it to us in months.
She did this. Woo! And I looked at her, I said, baby, we all right.
Yeah, you know?
She said, we ain't all right. She get to the courtroom, she stagger up out of there. They got to grab her. Like, damn. They done knocked my king down.
You know?
That judge that had no mercy in his heart. This bitch ain't even wink. That motherfucker ain't bat an eye, nigga. That nigga looked me dead in the face, nigga, knocked me down.
Took your freedom for 9 years, they ain't even blink.
Ain't blink. This bitch ain't even blink. This bitch ain't even blink.
number to her.
Nigga, it's just a number to this nigga, man. You playing with my life out here. But when the homie told me that, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, Unique. I went on in the cell, homie. That thing broke down. The armor came off, nigga. I took off the bulletproof vest. That thing weak. That thing went in.
Yeah, now you in reality. Now you got to deal with
that
you.
reality sat there.
Yeah.
Nigga balled up like a little old fetus. Nigga was balled up.
Yeah. Oh, you already know you had arrested. You want to curl up like a newborn baby.
Yeah, nigga, like a newborn baby. Nigga,
and just hope you can go back to the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, I was like, why? Ain't no why. You know what you fuck you did. And you know, the homie, I was going to a little Sunday service. He said, listen, man, Black, let me tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you one thing for certain and two things for sure, man. God ain't going to walk you up out of this. He going to help you get through this. Believe that, homie. But you still got to get through it. You ain't going to get over it. You got to walk through it, homie. Yeah. He said, all that, you know, you can tell me everything you want about the Bible and about the Quran and all that. Listen, homie.
You got to deal with that.
You got to deal with this. God just gonna help you get through it, homie. I said, damn, man. KC said, yeah, baby. This ain't my first rodeo, baby. This is my third rodeo, baby. You're gonna have to go lay that thing on down.
And that's why I say, again, I'm gonna keep repeating it. It ain't worth it. Don't get involved in it, so you ain't got to experience these things or even make these decisions. But just don't get involved. You know what I mean? If there's any inkling that you know you might do this, might do that, that's the key to let you know. Don't get involved.
Yeah, you get that feeling,
you know what I mean?
In the back of your head, and you get that little old feeling, that old tingly sensation, and something, that voice keep talking. That ain't your voice, man, and that ain't your subconscious. That's the inner voice talking to you. That's God. Sometimes we start dimming as we getting that money. One thing about that money, man, that greed, the voice of that greed get louder, man, than God's voice do. So God go from talking to you like this to
Yeah, you know what I mean? You listening?
That bread get to calling, nigga, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. No, Black. No. That voice went from,
God,
you hear God, but you done dimmed his voice down. You got God turned all the way down to 1. God on 1.
And listen to the devil. Get that 50,000.
And the devil got that 10 max with the EQ on him, homie. He got the EQ all the way
that new 6'4" with the date and sitting there, your favorite color.
Yeah, so that voice became louder to me, Unique, and it happened like that to me. And I wasn't hearing the people around me who really cared about me. Unique, thank you so much. Thank you, King. I wasn't hearing them, Unique. I wasn't hearing people trying to tell me. My own brother gave me the warning signs. Like, Black, you ain't living in reality, is you? You ain't living reality, Black. You ain't realizing, nigga, you finna go sit your ass down, you keep going that route. I said, bro, I gotta go get this bag. Nigga, all the bag in the world, nigga, ain't finna get back that tick, nigga, when they lay your ass down. He said, Black, how much money you need in the world? How much money you need, Black? How many cars you need? How many pair of motherfucking sneakers do you need? How many gold chains do you need on your neck? Huh? How many cars? What all that shit gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do with it, Black? You're making $50,000 a week, nigga. You're riding around in what you want. You're sending these bitches up in these stores. They're running these cars. Man, Black, listen. You think the streets ain't watching? You think the law ain't watching?
And talking.
And talking. And guess who they talking to?
You know, the law.
The law. You know, Black, you can put all the money up and give it. I used to get a bondsman $100,000. So as soon as the broad get cracked, I said, listen, Johnny, we're not gonna play these games, Johnny. I wanna talk your language now, Johnny. When her name hit the book, your ass need to be down there and get her ass out there. I need you to get her out there ASAP because them bras go bad on you, homie, when them kids involved. I ain't gonna leave them separated from their children. He said, Black, that don't mean nothing. Black, you just saving yourself from an inevitable for you just buying time. You're buying time, Black.
There you go.
You're buying time. But the inevitable is coming, and when it come, nigga, it's gonna rain, and nigga, it ain't gonna be water. It's gonna be shit. Shit storm. It's gonna, and nigga, when the shit storm came, boy, let me tell you here, boy. Let me tell you here. Let me tell you, boy, when the devil get to working, man, I'm gonna tell you, it's all hell to pay the captain, boy. Let me tell you, when the devil get to working, it's all hell to pay the captain. Man, everything, man, went from pleasure to, you know, all of this money, man, to all pain and bullshit, man. Next thing you know, a nigga hair in their nappy, there's 5 motherfucking Negro slaves, man, standing in there musty. There's 5 athletes standing there between the wall looking for a bag of lunch.
You know?
Like, damn. Nigga, I used to wake up in the morning and spray expensive cologne on my body and nigga cover my chest in the luxuries of gold and diamonds and fragrances and nigga lay up on that leather and that plush. All that shit don't mean a goddamn everything when that white man come. All the money in the world. I told the white man, he said, oh, I want 50,000 to take your case. I said, here go 15,000. If I'd have knew what I fucking knew you, nigga, I would have gave that cracker a goddamn dime.
You know what I mean?
I would have gave his ass a motherfucking
And use that for
dime,
appeal.
Man, what?
And use that for appeal. Big shout out to my man Lamont Kemp. That's what he did. Instead of paying money for a private lawyer, he went to court with their little fake public defender. He knew he was going to be found guilty. He took his money, used that for appeals, and now he out here. He got released on the Obamacare. Big shout out to Lamont Kemp. Big
shout out, man. To
you know what I mean?
Shout out.
That's the real. You know what I mean? That's how men do. You know, he said, man, I already know I'm going to get this L. So I think he got like 6 life sentences in like 300 years. You know what I mean? But he out here with me because he stayed 10 toes down and he had a plan.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He had a plan. Big shout out. Just so you know, I know I'm always representing you.
Loved one.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how men do. You know, but let us tap out, man. We've been here long enough, man. It's been a pleasure, Guerilla. You know what I mean? They know that you're real. Yeah.
Do one.
We know whenever you're ready. Come on, family.
Everybody check out Street Knowledge Podcast. That's my joint. Y'all can check it out on YouTube right now. I'm about to light it back up. I slowed down since COVID, but I'm about to light it back up with my co-host, Jim Law. So you know, you met Jim.
Yeah.
So we're going to do something real heavy.
All right, so it is what it is. Okay, turn it off, though.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. Fresh out the can of 26, heat back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block. Did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be whoring uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them, cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the road men.